Get set now for the expose of the year. A painstaking investigation by India Today reporters exposes the stone pelter syndicate operating in the Kashmir Valley. Our undercover reporters have caught stone pelters on camera for the first time ever, admitting that they're not freedom fighters but actually hired hands. In fact, they even have a salary structure. Take a look as I bring you part 1 of the India Today investigation, Operation Stone Pelters.
कितना पैसा देता है वो?
अभी 5-6 हज़ार तक, 7 हज़ार तक, और कपड़े वपड़े बीच में, जूते वूटे।
कितना? 1000 रुपये, 2000, 3000, 5000, कितना आता था?
5000 तक आते थे, 5 लाख से ज़्यादा।
Unprecedented confessions on national TV. India Today's elaborate undercover operation in the Kashmir Valley has caught foot soldiers of the deadly stone pelting protests on camera, admitting being on the payroll of their underground masters. Images like these have drawn international attention since last year after the killing of Hizbul commander Burhan Wani. Tens of thousands of young men charging at security forces using rocks as weapons, breaking the longest curfew in the history of Kashmir. But India Today's probe has now established that not every stone pelting demonstration in the restive Himalayan territory was spontaneous. Our investigative reporters tracked down fugitives accused of fomenting trouble in India's paradise. Supporters of Kashmir stone pelters, beware. Your cavalier defense of these murderous assaults is smashed to the ground. Listen in to these assailants. Zakir Ahmad Bhatt, a specialist in Molotov cocktails or petrol bombs, and a stone pelter for almost 10 years now. Status: wanted for arson. Our undercover team tracked him down in Baramulla district. By his own admission, this young man was unapologetic about forging contracts with enemies to strike security forces in the valley.
कितना पैसा देता है वो?
अभी 5-6 हज़ार तक, 7 हज़ार तक, और कपड़े वपड़े बीच में, जूते वूटे।
तो उसमें कितना दिन आप पत्थर फेंकते हो?
जितने दिन में ये होगी, हड़ताल होंगी, स्ट्राइक होंगी।
अच्छा, तो किस पर पत्थर फेंकते हो आप?
फोर्सेस पर फेंकते हैं, और के पुलिस पे फेंकते हैं, आर्मी पे फेंकते हैं, एम्बुलेंस पे फेंकते हैं, जैसे यहाँ से गाड़ियाँ गुजरती हैं, उन पे भी फेंकते हैं।
So you heard Bhatt. His monthly stipend for pelting security personnel with stones between 5,000 to 7,000 rupees a month. But this hired extremist refused to disclose the identity of his financiers.
जो आपको पैसे देता है वो कहता है आपको कि नाम मत बताना, जान जाए पर नाम नहीं देंगे उनको, क्योंकि वो हमारे लिए, जब पेट में कोई जाएगा तभी तो हम आगे बढ़ेंगे।
A deal that stone pelters like Bhatt have clinched a non-disclosure agreement with the authors of Kashmir's unrest. Bhatt and his several accomplices are evading arrest for their involvement in arson attacks.
पुलिस अभी ढूंढ रही है ना, 2014 में जो बुरहान का केस हो, ढूंढ रही है। अभी आप फरार चल रहे हैं, वांटेड है। यहाँ पे गाड़ी एक चलाई थी, यहाँ पे उस केस में हम उसी में हमें ढूंढ रहे हैं। आप कहाँ पर? यहाँ पे कानपुर वाले ब्रिज पर।
So, Bhatt is able to dodge his way to participate in weekly protests in Baramulla. He's also a professional bomb maker, supplying and using petrol bombs on order.
पत्थर ही फेंकते हैं आप, उसके आगे कुछ तोड़फोड़ भी करते हैं?
तोड़फोड़ भी करते हैं, पेट्रोल बम भी लगाते हैं बीच में।
अच्छा, तो उसका कुछ अलग से पैसा मिलता है?
पेट्रोल पंप वगैरह
पेट्रोल पंप बनाते हैं ना, उसका पैसा लगता है, उसके लिए फंडिंग होती है।
तो उसका कितना पैसा मिलता है?
हमें एक का मिलता है यही 700 बनाने का।
Anything between 500 to 700 rupees for a single petrol bomb to carry out random attacks during protests.
मैंने पेट्रोल पंप बनाए हुए 50-60,000।
अच्छा, तो किस पर फेंकते फिर आप?
गाड़ियों पर फेंकते, जो सामने आते हैं।
Money drives Bhatt and his accomplices to hit the streets of the valley. They are readily available in Kashmir to stage brutal protests, but for a fee, and they are busier than ever. From July to October 2016, more than 2,200 protests involving stone pelting were reported from across the valley. Around 19,000 people, including 4,000 security personnel, were injured. At least 92 people, including 2 jawans, died. But for these stone pelters, it's unfortunately been a livelihood for years. Farooq Ahmad Lone is wanted for pelting troops with stones. Here's how he explained his operations.
आपको 12 मुला में पत्थर फेंकने हैं, तो कितने पैसे मिलते हैं उसके?
1000 रुपये, 2000, 3000, 5000, इतना आता था।
इतना आपको मिलता था?
हाँ।
तो ये एक दिन का होता था या कुछ घंटों का होता था?
एक दिन का।
एक दिन का। और उसमें कुछ होता था कि इतनी पत्थर फेंकनी है?
ना, ये तो नहीं है, खाली एजुटेशन होना चाहिए, पत्थरबाजी होनी चाहिए, दिन भर बंद रहना चाहिए, बस उसका पर्सन। खाली स्टोन पेल्ट 2008 से करते हैं, बस घर में बैठे हैं बस।
कहाँ करिए?
बहुत से, शोपुर में, बारामना में, श्रीनगर में, बाड़ीपुर में।
Lone, you heard, gets anything between 1,000 and 5,000 rupees a day to organize crippling stone pelting demonstration. Next, our investigative journalists meet Wasim Ahmad Khan.
जी,
5,000 तक आते थे, 5,000,
5,000, 6,000,
5,000, 6,000 आते थे।
एक दिन के लिए? एक दिन के?
नहीं, महीने का आता था।
कहाँ स्टोन पेल्टिंग करी है?
बारामूला में, सोपोर में की, बहुत सी जगहों पर की।
You've heard it right from the horse's mouth how this violence in Kashmir is orchestrated and financed by obscure forces. Stay tuned to India Today for more stunning revelations from Operation Stone Pelters. Eye-opening, jaw-dropping, this India Today investigation. What you've seen so far is just part 1 of our expose. We've got 2 more parts lined up for you. But I want to get reactions to this big India Today investigation. Remember, this is something that has been suspected. The Intelligence Bureau, the Research and Analysis Wing, the National Security Advisor's Office have been talking about it. But so far, there was never any compelling evidence in the public domain. Now, that changes. For the first time, India Today is putting out confessions of these stone pelters. Confessions in which the stone pelters themselves admit to their crime, admit to being out on the run, admit to lobbing bombs and stones at our security forces. Confessions they cannot now wish away. Joining me for reactions on this broadcast, I want to welcome Rana Banerjee, former Special Secretary of the Research and Analysis Wing. Also with us on this broadcast is Shabnam Lone. Shabnam Lone is an activist lawyer, has been on our shows earlier, has been speaking rather sympathetically about stone pelters. I wonder what she has to say tonight. Lieutenant General B.S. Jaswal is a former Army commander of the Northern Command. Engineer Rashid, independent MLA from Jammu and Kashmir, is back with us. He's looking rather glum just now. He was on the show just last night with me, defending the stone pelters. I'm very, very curious to know what Engineer Rashid has to say about this big India Today investigation tonight. Ravinder Raina is a firebrand MLA of the BJP from Jammu. He's joining us in our Jammu studios. Let me go across to Engineer Rashid first. Engineer, you were on our show just last night telling us that the stone pelters are misguided youth, that you shouldn't hold them all guilty. what do you have to say about Operation Stone Pelter? 5 hardcore underground extremists claiming to be misguided innocent youth caught on camera admitting their crime, talking about how much money they are paid and how they are paid on a monthly basis. And they're also saying that
Sir,
money is what drives them. Engineer Rashid, what do you have to say?
Hope you will not intercept. Hope you will not intercept, and you will have patience to listen.
Interject is what you
First,
mean, but go
I
ahead.
don't subscribe to violence from any side. Having said that, let me... No, but please, for God's sake, if you allow me to speak, sir, I hope it's a news channel and it's a national channel. We respect this channel. It is not like other channels and noise channel. We hope we will be allowed to say something. First, tell me about the authenticity of the videos which you have shown. Number 2, there are many welfare schemes run by the state government like Indra Awas Yojana, schemes in social welfare and other schemes. Why doesn't Government of India pay them stone pelters more than what those so-called agents which you claim pay them, so that nobody pelts stones? Number 3, when lakhs of people take to streets, does everybody pelt stones? Is everybody being paid? And the most important thing is that when militancy started in Kashmir, Government of India started counter-insurgents like Kukapare, Javed Shah, Usman Majid and others.
Engineer Rashid, you know how government schemes should be run, whether they are run effectively and efficiently is a debate for another day. I will allow you to speak. I will allow you to speak, but provided you answer the question that you are being asked. Just turn that audio fader down. Engineer Rashid, nobody can hear you right now. I will allow you to speak, but you must respond to the question that you're being asked. And my question to you is this. Yes, of course, government schemes should be run more efficiently. There can be no going away from that. I'm asking you, engineer, you can't be heard just now. So hear my question and then respond. I'm asking you about the stone pelters who've been exposed in this Big India Today expose, who are now on camera talking about how they are paid money. They are paid money by those who want to destabilize the valley, and they're out there not because they are misguided innocent youth, but because they are extremists, because they are hardcore, hardline extremists. Why should these people not be treated as terrorists? Respond just to my question.
Come with me. I will come with you to Baramulla. Sir, come with me to Baramulla. I will come along with you and let you come with me Baramulla, and we will investigate on the ground. If you prove it, I will resign. It is absolutely wrong. Absolutely
now, what do I
false.
need to prove? The video is out there. All of India is watching this video. Which part of what they're saying themselves?
I don't know where you have taken this video.
Which part of what they are saying themselves? Our reporters went down to Baramulla. They spent 3 weeks. Jamshed Khan and Sushant Pathak need to be applauded for the fantastic investigation they've done.
They are already under arrest. Who the fool will be who will confess and tell you that we are being paid 5,000, 6,000?
These people are not under arrest. Engineer Rashid, these are fugitives from the law. These are people who are running away.
In shootout in CRPF camps and in police station Baramulla.
These are hardline extremists who have run away. They themselves are talking about how the police is looking for them. They're talking about FIRs that have been registered
I know the
against
hardline
them.
stone pelters there also. Sir, for God's sake, go and ask people in Baramulla. Nobody knows them. They are either in police custody, and to the best of my information, they are lying with CRPF, and the video has been
that
put out
is
there.
absolutely ridiculous. Why are you not prepared to concede that you could be wrong? That this false bogey that you've built is a total farce, that these people should be treated as terrorists. Anybody who gets paid, anybody who picks up a stone and fires it at security personnel, obstructs the work of the army or the CRPF, is an anti-national element. Number one. Secondly, if you're being paid money, you're an extremist and you need to be dealt as such. Listen, Engineer Rashid, I'm not here seeking certificates from you, and frankly, your certificates mean very little. I want to bring in now Ravinder Raina, because you can catch these stone pelters admitting to their crime, and yet there are people like Engineer Rashid who will say, oh, I know all the hardline stone pelters. I don't think that your story is true, despite having 5 stone pelters on camera accepting that they are paid money for every single stone they pelt. Ravinder Raina.
I am sure that you are trying to create another Ikhwan in
First of all, Rahul, I would like to congratulate all of you for bringing all these reality before the nation and before the world. This sting operation has brought realities in the public domain. See what's going on in Kashmir, and even this video has established what our security agencies were saying in the past, that all these stone pelters are the paid agents of Pakistan. There is a nexus, there is a business on the name of this freedom, and all such kinds of frustration and all things are going on Kashmir. It is nothing but it is the business. It is an industry run by the Pakistan, ISI and the separatists in the Kashmir Valley. And this sting operation has proved how all these peoples are involved in creating mess and chaos in the Kashmir Valley. I would like to ask Mr. Rashid Engineer, all these and the separatists, how long you people remain in the denial mood? Earlier, when there were reports on the papers, now see the video on a very reputed national channel, Aaj Tak and India Today. And this is not a videographed by Ravinder Raina or any intelligence agency. This is this is an open journalist, a Kashmiri journalist. In reputed national channels, journalists conducted this sting operation, where Kashmiri youths are admitting that they are being given the huge sum amount of money to pelt stone on the installation of army, on army camps, on police camps, and they are being paid to make petrol bombs and to throw the petrol bomb. This is a revelation, an eye-opener for the people of Jammu and Kashmir, especially the people of Kashmir. They should know that who is their friend and who is their enemy. These people are not the misguided youth. Some people are playing the dirty politics on the name of these stone pelters, that they are the misguided youth. They are well-directed youth. They are getting huge sum amount from the Pakistan, from the ISI, and this channel has brought in the public domain. See the videographs. All the faces of stone pelters, those are admitting that they are getting
absolutely.
the money.
You know, I
Their
want to bring in
faces
a
can be
word now
identified.
from General
All can see
Jaswal.
on
And
your
before
channel.
that, I just want to put things in perspective. You know, as someone who's reported for many years from Kashmir, been on the ground, it is not our case at all that on-stole pelters are paid extremists. That's not what we're saying. There's a certain level of anger, there is a certain level of frustration, and there's no going away from that. But this is something we've been saying from the first day, that some of these stone pelters are hardcore, hardline extremists who are being paid money to foment trouble. And remember, to provoke the army, to provoke the CRPF, all you need is a few Molotov cocktails being thrown at them. Suddenly, the army feels they're under attack, the CRPF feels that they're being attacked, and then there is a response. That is what aggravates the situation. General Jaswal, as somebody who's commanded the Northern Indian Army, what do you think of Operation Stone Pelters, sir?
Well, it was a clear writing on the wall starting from 2009 when I first made this statement in October 2009, that what I see in the future is agitational terrorism. 2010, we had about 40 stone pelters, and that time too, we had intercepts from Pakistan. So to wean away Pakistan from stone pelters, sorry, they're very much involved. Now, I'm very happy through your channel, you've been able to get intercepts also, has also been able to speak to people who have been stone pelters or Molotov cocktail throwers and all that. Now, there are two issues which come up. One is the paid lot. They come out on account of being paid. Second are the lot who get mobilized on account of threat, which is prosecuted on them. If you don't come, sorry, your family is written off. They have to join the hujum. Now, it is not a very spontaneous this thing. Saeed's son, that chap has been making mention from there, the intercept which are there, clearly saying, Hamare bhai log jo hai, wo, I don't know that much of Urdu, they're stuck in an encounter, abhi aapka waqt hai, that please come and help them out.
Oh, absolutely. There are so many intelligence officers in Jammu and Kashmir who've told me exactly the same story, that whenever They've got a terrorist surrounded in a house. There are stone pelters who suddenly emerge because there are WhatsApp groups that are activated. The stone pelters are told exactly where to go. Lashkar-e-Taiba top terrorist Abu Judana actually managed to get away because of this. And therefore, Engineer Rashid, I think that this cloth that you have across your eyes, which stops you from seeing the reality, that is a cloth you ought to take out. You just need to see the world for what it is. We're not saying all stone pelters are terrorists, but some of them definitely are, and they need to be treated as such.
Sir, allow me to say something to General Jaswal.
Rahul,
What he has said.
I'll request you, can I finish?
One at a time. General Jaswal, you had to say, let Engineer Rashid speak.
Yes.
I'm just coming back to you, General, in a moment.
And others,
Yes.
I can show you tens of SPOs, tens of informers who are being paid by army and police. They go into mobs and they even throw petrol bombs on army convoys, but at the end of the day, they prove to be agents of army and police. I can show you dozens of them. Come with me, if I am proven wrong, I will apologize to the whole India. On your channel, you are absolutely misleading people. Army and police has been engaging people and masses to throw stones.
Don't be ridiculous, Engineer Rashid.
I can show you
the army
many
and
of
the
them
CRPF will not have people throw bombs at them. For heaven's sake, talk sense. Don't say things which make absolutely no sense. Rana Banerjee is a long-time watcher of Kashmir. What do you think of Operation Stone Pelters and what it exposes? The fact that some of these stone pelters at least are hardcore criminals, extremists who are being paid money. They are hired hands, they are paid extremists. General Jaswal calls them agitational terrorists.
Respond to Engineer Rashid for 1 second.
Go on, Mr. Banerjee, I hear you.
I just lost the audio. Okay. You see, this doesn't surprise me. Your revelations are pretty graphic and grim. But it doesn't surprise me. This is a well-organized thing which has been going on for quite a number of years. And these are now well-oiled utility agents machine which can be used or are being used by militants in a very intelligent manner to focus their attacks on security forces, and this is going to take place in a much larger way in the ensuing summer. So we have to take this very, very seriously and take proactive and preventive measures well in advance so that the situation doesn't escalate to unmanageable proportions in the ensuing summer.
That's a very important point, that we have a summer that's around the corner, a summer that's expected to be hot like the last one was, and it will be very important to have a proper strategy in place, because remember, what's very clear from our expose is that these are not innocent, misguided youth. What you're dealing, first you have to know what you're dealing with, and our expose really brings out what the Indian state is dealing with. Paid extremists. These are militia. That is what they are.